Old School's most extreme challenge is here. Don your armour and fight to survive in an all-new hardcore Ironman mode. How's it going, everybody? I'm Lewis and we've got a new update from the Old School RuneScape team. This is for hardcore Ironman mode. As we've discussed on our most recent videos about hardcore Ironman mode, it works essentially as the same way as standard Ironman mode. However, this time you've got one life. If you die in a dangerous area, then you'll get that life taken from you and, well, you've got no second chances, you've died. You'll be stripped of your hardcore Ironman status and be converted to a regular standard Ironman. There are various safe deaths, however, which we'll go over in a second. If you die as a hardcore Ironman, then your high scores will be frozen, and players will be able to browse them and see who made the furthest before dying. When this happens, your high scores will be crossed out and there will be a small skull icon shown to represent your death, whereas live players will just look regular. The safe deaths that do not remove your hardcore Ironman status appear in the duel arena, castle wars, player-owned house deaths, clan wars, the fight caves, the fight pits, pest control, random event areas, barbarian assault, nightmare zone, the fishing trawler, the magic training arena, the rogue's den, the part of the Fremnik trials where you're fighting Thorvald the warrior, however it's his last phase. If you die in any of the previous phases then you die properly. The PVM arena, Zora, well this is only if you've got the elite diary complete where you have the resurrection perk. Otherwise any other standard death in there will just be a dangerous death. Lunar Diplomacy's dream section, and the Night Waves training ground. If you want to begin hardcore Ironman mode, make a new account and on Tutorial Island speak to Juan before you exit. He'll get you started as a hardcore Ironman, and from there it's all up to you. Luckily at the moment they're offering Skippy on Tutorial Island, which essentially allows you to skip the entire tutorial and just go straight to the Ironman people and get into what you want to be. So you can be a hardcore Ironman mode, Ultimate Ironman mode, or regular Ironman mode. I'm kind of waiting for the moment when they start to mix up all these different types, like Ultimate Hardcore Ironman, which will mean you have no trading, you'd have one life, and you'd have no bank, which would be insane. Anyway, to address a few other issues with Ironman this week, they've had a look at Ironman tanking. In order to protect the integrity of the game mode, Ironman are no longer able to receive drops if they've had another player tank a boss for them. This is very interesting and I think it's quite a good update. I feel that a lot of the current Ironman will have to maybe rethink some of their strategies before continuing in Old School RuneScape. Obviously a lot of them using tactics like this to try and avoid taking damage and whatnot. Some people might be a little bit annoyed about that, however you just got to think it mixes it up just a little bit for the people that are currently playing, and it gets rid of quite a few issues that the Old School RuneScape team and Old School RuneScape community have had with Ironman for quite a while. In other news this week, we've got some small updates and some bug fixes. They've added some more necrolls to the Kurend catacombs. There are now flashing notifications in the duel arena option screen for your opponent when you load a previous duel or saved settings. They've added an option to loot notifications for showing untradeable item drops. This is important because some people were complaining that they couldn't see when they had a particular drop because it had no GE value. They've reduced the wander range of Tavley Treepatch Gardener and Steve/Pive, or is that Peeve? Well, either way how you pronounce it, they no longer walk around the Wyvern Cave. Players will now receive Slayer XP for superior encounters killed outside of their tasks. They fixed a typo on one of the Hard Clue Scroll anagrams. The drops from Skatitzo now trigger loot notifications, and players are no longer able to complete a Mauritania Easy diary task from the dig site. Which in a way is quite funny because you can do it in essentially an area that's completely different from the area you're meant to. If you want to discuss this update, please go on the forums or do so in my comments below. Let me know if you're interested in playing hardcore Ironman mode. I'd be very interested to find out how you're going about it and if you've got a plan. I think it would be particularly interesting to find out which players are the first ones to do certain achievements. For example, the Wilderness Achievement Diary. It's a fairly high requirement to do the hard and elite tasks, and you're in the wilderness, which is the most dangerous area in all of Old School RuneScape, because there's high level monsters everywhere and all those PKs, obviously. If you want to watch my video on the latest Old School RuneScape developer blog, please click here for silver jewellery and poll 49. And if you want to watch my video on the poll before that, please click here for more raid rewards. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and share, and if you want to keep up to date with the Old School RuneScape updates, devlogs and polls, please subscribe. I've been Lewis, thanks for watching, goodbye.